Hey fellas, do you want to be the guy she falls for? Treat her like a lady. Chivalry isn't dead, the conversation is. So today we're going to be talking about watching your weight, a very, very important conversation between a man and a woman. It's really important with your counterpart because you really have to realize watching your weight is a benefit to not just, you know, the person that you're with, but also you. Being healthy is everything. Being able to keep that weight under control is everything. It's a conversation that nobody's really supposed to have. It's disrespectful. It's not good. I just think that the delivery is disrespectful. And I think we really just got to fine tune with how we go about these things of talking about weight, talking about, getting to a better size, getting a little bit, less sloppier, more compact in the body. And I think it's a work in progress. It's just like somebody trying to reach their dreams, their goals and their dreams and aspirations. You have to go through steps to be successful. And I believe that as men and women, we really should be striving towards having good weight. We should be looking good, looking well. Our skin shouldn't be too skinny. It shouldn't be too fat. We should be looking for ways to better our bodies. So my first point that I want to bring out is growing up. Growing up, a lot of the times we have issues between our families. I know within the African American family, it's always a lot of talk about, somebody saying, "Oh, you look fat," and that person winds up being big, who's calling the other person fat. And I think we really got to just be careful with that conversation when it comes down with family. I know for me, I am not comfortable with my counterpart's family calling my woman big or anything like that. I would not be okay with that. And I think, even if she was big, I think I would have to, correct them. Like, hold on now, you going a little bit too far. She's fine. And I think a lot of times as men, we have to be able to be at the forefront to say, nah, you're not going to talk about my lady like that. It doesn't matter who it is. Like I said, let's be careful with how we talk to, I think I said, yeah, last week I was talking about how we talk to her in front of her family, but you also got to be careful of how you talk to her family. That's super important. You definitely want to be respectful, but you want to correct people to let them know, don't talk about my lady like that. Like, I'm protecting it's not just physically, but verbally as well. We don't do verbal abuse either. So whether it's physical or verbal abuse, as a man, you shouldn't allow that from your counterpart's family. I think that it definitely should be corrected. And growing up, women, I know that it's hard to really come to grips with this weight because it's like as you grew up, you weren't the one feeding yourself. Your parents fed you and you became big. And, a lot of women, you guys grow and it's really not your fault in the beginning. But when you come to a point of understanding and knowledge and you're able to feed yourself, you really got to take into account where you are as far as weight is concerned, because it's not just about how you look. It's about health issues. What can come along the way of you not being cognizant about your weight? And for some people, I am very sensitive. I know that some people do have issues beyond what meets the natural eye. You might have some things going on within your body that might not allow you to lose weight. So that is definitely on the table as well. But this is why it's good to have those conversations, to talk about it, because you don't want to be so far gone to the point to where it's 30, 40 years in a relationship and your woman looks like not how you want. Let's put it like that. Let's be respectful. Your woman does not look how you want her to look, or how she should look, or her looks don't appeal to you anymore. So you go out and find something else. You go out to be with this person, to be with that person. And I think a lot of those times that's what creates that ripple, that cycle, that hole that gets a man deep into another relationship or another issue because he's not satisfied where he is at home. And as men, we got to speak up. We got to say something. We got to alert our women. You're not looking what we discuss or even how you should, because this is, first of all, it's not eye appealing and it's also not healthy. We really got to get to the point in life where our bodies can be healthy. We got to get to that point because too many things can come up and happened down the line. I think it was called Soul Food, where the mother of the kids, I mean, of the her kids were grown, but she wouldn't let her kids know what was going on with her, and that she had diabetes. And this is the common story within the African American community. We eat, we do so much. We want to make everybody else happy. We need to be happy. We need to find that inner happiness and really find ourselves to losing weight and being our best selves. My next point is when you're on your own. I put this, I had thought about this throughout the week. It was so crazy that how I thought about it. It was just an amazing quote that I thought about, and it's my quote. So it makes it even better. Instability as a child is not your fault, but stability is your responsibility as an adult. And I think we really got to just take that in for a sec, because we feel so um, we feel like we're not responsible for where we are now because of what has happened prior to now, what has happened as a kid, and then becoming a teenager, then becoming an adult, and now going on to becoming an elderly person, or becoming older. And I think we got to stop it when we get to our teens and when we become an adult. Those two situations right there are perfect times to start walking, to start running, to start exercising, finding ways to getting your body in shape or into a point where you feel good about yourself. You start to see muscles as men, as women. You want certain accents to pop out. Certain women do butt exercises to make their butt look better. There's exercises for your boobs so that you can stretch and you can really work out. Now, let's be adults, people. We're all on this podcast, this vlog. We're all listening to this, and let's be honest with ourselves. Let's not be kids about what we actually do to make our bodies look better. We want to be looked at. We want to be seen. We want people to be like, wow, they look really great. Like, sometimes it feels good to have that, but we got to make sure that we are putting ourselves into positions of greatness. And that even means going beyond yourself and saying, you know what, even though I'm comfortable with this weight, I'm comfortable where I am. Health wise, it's not good, and it's not appealing to the eye to not just, and I don't want to make it seem like you're trying to appeal to everybody else, but really to your partner. It's important for your partner to look at you and be like, wow, you look great today. Like that is everything, especially with seeing somebody moving on up in the ranks in life, being able to succeed. That's really the important goal here. Most people should be looking for a person who's reaching for their goals, going past the norm, being somebody who's better than who they were before. And that also translates with weight. We can't break up the two and say that they're not the same. Our bodies should be the greatest that they've ever been. As you get older, you should be aging with fine wine. You should be able to get on that track and run and do your thing. I've seen so many people that are 70, 80 years old, still working out, lifting weights, because they were consistent with it throughout the years. And that's where we got to get. We got to get so consistent to where our body looks amazing all of the life that we live, because we only get this life once. Why not live it right the first time? So my last point that I want to get into is solutions. I believe that there always should be a solution in a relationship, whether or not if the weight talk comes up. This goes for everything. You should always make sure that you're coming up with solutions with every problem you have in your relationship, or even if it's something that's fairly new. There always should be a solution to everything if you want something to work. So the solutions I want to talk about is with losing weight. There are so many different things you could do. Number one, you can work out yourself and start getting it going. You can get on the track. You can start running, walking, doing certain things to make your body acclimated and feel like, yes, we are actively doing this. Because a lot of the times, if you really look at the workout to eating ratio, the eating and the calories peak up way higher than what we're doing to working out. It's like we're unbalanced. We're eating more than we're working out, than what we're burning. And we really got to get to a place to where that's coming together. We can't allow that to get so far away. You shouldn't allow yourself to get too far gone And then you forget that you have somebody who is actually pursuing you and loving on you and who wants to be there for you. And you're not doing your part. You got to do your part. So that's one thing that you can do. You can work out. You can, eat better. That's another thing that people definitely miss out on. Eating better is definitely important. But for me, I like to eat. I like to eat. I like different taste of food. So if you're like me, you need to work out more. You need to do more exercise. You need to do more of what is going to help you succeed. Because our bodies are only going to be here one time. That's what I'm trying to stress so much to you guys. You only get one shot at this. The second point I want to bring up is you can also have a partner. Get a accountability partner who will come with you to the gym, check up on you throughout the week, even the weekend, and say, yo, we got to get to this gym. What's up? What are we doing? That's what you need. If that's what you need to go after that person, the person who you see every week posting on social media about working out. That's who you need to talk to. If you have friends who are trainers, go after that. And that brings me to my last solution that you could do. You could even talk to a nutritionist. If you really have been working out, you really can't lose weight, the weight is sticking, it's not going anywhere. You've tried everything. You've eaten less and worked out more. You've tried everything. Talk to a nutritionist. See what's going on within your body. Talk to your doctor, because this is not something that we can just whisk away. This is always going to be here. I have been working intensively for months to get my stomach down because it's been bigger than I've never been 215. That's how big I think I've been. Either 215, 220. I didn't weigh myself when I was big. I was too scared to see. But now that I've toned down, I'm down to the 200s. I'm feeling great. I got my bench press going on. I'm picking up these weights, and I think it's a beautiful feeling for me. And I remember my now fiance, we were talking and she said, you know what? You really like to work out. We were working out together. And she was like, you really like to do this. I said, nah, I like results. I like to see what my body looks like at the end of the tunnel. Like now I feel better about going on the beach. I wasn't insecure about my body, but I just didn't have it where I wanted it. Like if I didn't have it where I wanted it, sometimes I didn't want to walk around my apartment without a shirt on because I'm like, I don't like the way I look. So it just really took a toll on me to feel like, you know what? Let me work and get this done, and let me really get my body to the place of wholeness, to just solidarity. Like I really think that being at this place now has made me feel so much better. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't want to be here longer than this, but I just wanted to say thank you all for checking out the show. Please leave a review and a comment on Facebook or Apple Podcasts. Be sure to subscribe and get a reminder every Monday at 7. And join me again, and thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you guys again soon. Peace.